Hello everybody, my name is Animal and welcome to the first tutorial that I have ever done. So please be patient with me. Somebody has been asking me to show them how exactly I do what I do. And disclaimer before we get into this, I am not and will never claim to be the best at this, nor the most knowledgeable. There's obviously some things that I don't know. Everything that I'm about to show you is self-taught. With that being said though, there's some things that I may not know the answers to, but I am going to do the best that I can to show you what I know. So getting started, you're going to need a capture program. You're going to need something to capture your games, your displays, whatever you want to do. And this is where I run OBS. All you have to do is go into Google. You're going to type in OBS. Let me show you. Click on Google. You're going to type in OBS, and it's right there. Open broadcasting software. You're going to click Windows, whatever you have, download it, and then you're going to open the program. So once you have the program open, and if this is your first time, this should be black, okay? And that just means that we have to set it up. There's nothing wrong with it. So ignore all this because this is all my presets. This should have nothing in it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down here, you're gonna click the plus button that's right here. You're gonna click display capture. Okay, mine says display capture 2 because I've already set one up. So this will probably say display capture 1. You can name it whatever you want to, it's okay. Make sure you have make source visible. Click OK. And from here, it's going to bring up another window, and it's depending on how many monitors you have or displays, it's going to have a bunch of different options. I only have one option, so it's only showing me one, which is this. So you'll click OK, and there it should be capturing your screen. So if you want to get into VTubing, the first thing you're going to need is a camera. Certain programs will allow you to use your phone. You could use the camera that's built into your monitor or a laptop. Whatever camera will work. You're going to have to do some research on your own as far as what programs you thoroughly enjoy the most. Different ones obviously offer different models. If you'd have knowledge about putting your own model into programs, that's super simple. Most VTuber programs let you do that. The one that I'm most comfortable with and the one that I'm teaching myself is Vtuber Maker and Vup. The one that I'm using right now for this little Protogen is called Vtuber Maker. It's on Steam, completely free. You just type it in and that'll pop up. And you're gonna get something like this. Okay? Here's a little Protogen. It's gonna make you set up an account. Don't panic, it's okay. Just make an account. Once you do that though, it gives you the option for many things. So here's if you wanna mess with your frames, do whatever you want. There you go. Your sitting animations, your blah blah blah, whatever you feel like. Filters if you really want them. I don't use them just because I think that they're very distracting, but the options are there if you like them. The other nice thing about Vtuber Maker is that they provide these free models. So you could scroll down here, pick whatever you want. It could be this little thing, whatever this is. If I wanted to be super if I wanted to really make you guys lose No Nut November, I could pick something like this. I'm gonna go back to this Protogen down here. They have the options for you to click on your room, whatever background you like, quick action panels. It shows you the hotkeys that you can use. So if you want your model to say okay, wave, if you want them to be naturally happy, raise your hand up in the sky, you can do whatever you want. There's a bunch of options here that you can just mess around with. And there's other guides online that will go more in depth on how to mess with this stuff. But once you pick your model, you can pick your room. If you are planning on doing VTubing, you are going to be sticking around with this green background very often. The last thing that you can do once you pick your model, you'll click on this tracking. It'll bring up this tracking auto calibrate. So you'll calibrate. And what that'll do is it'll target your face and just make it so like it mimics you. It's calibrating what you're doing. So you click on that. Calibrate that until you find the desired settings or the desired outcome that you want, and then you're good to go. What you can do is click on this so none of this is blue. I don't know why that's still blue. Oh, it's because it's on. So click on this so that menu goes away, and then you'll click hide interface. What that does is as soon as you get your mouse off of it, it'll back away in the corner. You can minimize it, and then what you should have is your model here. Now, the green screen is very important here. Let's say that I go in here, I click on a room, and I say I want this one. I'll make it my normal one. I'll go out. Well, that doesn't look quite right, does it? The reason we use the green screen and a solid color is because you can go into OBS and tell OBS to remove that color from the program, essentially making it so everything but your model is invisible. So, like I said, you'll come into here, you can pick whatever room you want. I just click on this one just because I don't think it matters. You'll click on green screen, get rid of that menu, minimize this. So no, you will have a green box right here. So after all that, you're gonna have to set up your Vtuber program into here because it won't capture it. So what you're gonna need to do, and I'm gonna delete this just so I can show you. Let's remove that. Watch, it's never gonna work. So now you don't have it. You're gonna click the plus button once again. You're gonna go to game capture because technically you're recording a Steam game. Name it whatever you want. So I'm gonna name this Vtuber Maker just so I know exactly what I'm looking for. Make source visible, click OK. Change capture any full screen to capture specific window. Click on window, and you're gonna find Vtuber Maker, okay? Here it is. So here's the nice thing. So now I can click on this and it'll be overlapped. There's my desktop back there. Drag this until you find a size that you like your Protogen or whatever model that you're using. But now you got this nasty ass green box. How do I get rid of that? So what you're gonna do to get rid of that, you're gonna right click Vtuber Maker. You're gonna go to filters, okay? It's gonna bring up this window and this black box right here. Click on the plus button. You're gonna come up here to chroma key. Click on chroma key. I'm gonna type in green screen. Again, you can name this whatever you want. This helps me out. And what it's gonna naturally do is it automatically targets the color green. But as you can see, if you decide to use another color, it can do that. But normally, the easiest color to get rid of is green. So you close that, and now you see that green screen is gone. It's capturing nothing but your model down here. And now that's all set up. So what you should have by now is a working display capture as well as your Vtuber model. Now the other nice thing about OBS is that OBS has the ability to capture your mic audio. I'm not going to unclick it because I'm going to tell you the pros and cons about this. The pro is that you don't have to worry about a secondary program to capture your audio. It means that once you record your video, your audio and video are in the same file. So once you go to edit that file, if there's something that you said that was maybe too loud and it doesn't sound good, you can't edit it out without messing with the game sound, if that makes any sense. That means if you decide to cut out any audio whatsoever, it's either all of it or nothing. So I don't use OBS for my sound. What I use is this other program right here. You saw it in the beginning. It's called Audacity. Okay, Audacity is free. Once again, just type it into Google. It's a free program. Go ahead and download it, open the program, and you'll get this. I love this program because what this allows me to do is I can go ahead and edit the mic quality if it didn't turn out quite so good, try to fix that. I can cut parts of my audio out if I'm talking over something that I really shouldn't have been or didn't want to. It gives me the freedom to have more customization for my videos. So it really does help. The first thing you'll do is you'll click record, make sure you have your microphone set up right here. If everything's working, all this should be turning blue as you talk. These are your sound waves. And you'll hit stop. You'll go to file. You'll go to save project. Once you're happy with this, of course, and then you'll go export audio and it'll come out as an audio file that you can use for editing. So typically what I'll do to start off a game, I'll make sure OBS is running. I'll get my Vtuber thing running. I will then go get Audacity, make sure that's going. I will hit record on Audacity, minimize that. I will then come over here to the right of OBS and hit start recording. Right now it says stop because obviously I have to record the video to show you guys. But you will hit start recording and then eventually it'll start to gray out and it'll say this. That means that you're good to go. That means that now you have Audacity capturing your voice and you also have OBS capturing your display. So after you get that going and you're happy and you're done with all your videos, you're gonna hit stop recording. Okay, you're gonna come up here, you're gonna click Remux Recordings. On this first bar, you'll click Browse, and it'll bring up all your videos. There's a lot of stuff in here that I've recorded or not used and deleted. These are old. What you're going to want to do is you're going to click that file, and it's going to remux that recording. What that allows you to do, it changes the file from something that is unusable in editing programs to an MP3 file, which will allow you to put your take your recordings into the editing program so that you can work on them. So once you're done with all this, you got your audio file that you like, you've exported it into an MP3 file, and so you've done all you need with OBS. So you've remuxed your recording, so now you have an MP4 file for all of your display captures. You're gonna need to put that into a editing software. I'm not gonna go into detail about my editing software. What I will say is that I use a program called Vegas Pro 14. Wonderful editing software, does cost money. Most good softwares will cost some money, but I highly recommend this one. I'm not going to do a full tutorial on it because we'll be here for all of eternity, and I can make that in another video as sit down in-depth guide on how to do that. But for now, this was a very basic tutorial on how I've learned to do VTubing. I want to reiterate that this might not be the best way, this might not be the smartest way, but this was the self-taught method that I have learned, and I want to be able to share that knowledge with somebody else that may just be starting out as well. So if you enjoyed what you saw, please consider hitting a like, hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions at all, leave it in the comment section down below, and then that way I can hopefully get back to you and help you out as best as I can. But for those of you who are just starting, this is one simple way that you can start your VTubing career. So I hope this helped. Please let me know if you have any questions down below. My name is Animal, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.